In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the fastest and most effective way to grow your email list. Now, this is the exact same process that I use in my business to grow my list to thousands of subscribers. And it's the same thing that I set up for a lot of my clients. If you're new here, my name is Armando and I help local businesses use the internet to generate more leads and make more sales. And if that's something you're interested in, subscribe so that you don't miss any of the other videos. Our starting off point is going to be the Facebook Ads Manager. This is because we're going to be creating a simple Facebook ad that is going to bring in subscribers for our list. So the very first thing that you want to do is click on the create button here under the campaign level. This is going to bring the new Facebook ODAX, and the objective that you want to choose is leads. Once you click on leads, just click continue, and Facebook is actually going to build the ad structure for you. First thing is go ahead and name this campaign to whatever you want, something that makes sense to you. Next, you're going to come here to where it says advanced campaign budget. Just go ahead and leave that on for now and start with whatever budget that you want. Typically, I go with something like $5, or you can even go lower. You can go as low as $2 or $3 if you want to, but I start with like $5. Just keep in mind, the more you spend, the faster you're going to get data and the faster you're going to see results from your campaign. So I'm going to leave that alone. Campaign bid strategy, we're going to select highest volume, and we're going to leave that alone as well. Next step is going to be the ad set level. This is going to be the section where you're going to select your demographic information, your placements, and a few other items in here. So again, very first thing that you want is go ahead and label this and give this an actual name that makes sense to you. Now, under the conversion section, there's going to be a lot that's actually changed with these type of objectives with Facebook in the last month, I would say. So just follow along with this. So under the conversion section, we're going to select instant forms right here. If you have more than one page, just make sure that you're running this under the page that you want to run it. Dynamic creatives is not something that we really need. Go ahead and shut that off if it's on for you. And then the next section that you really want is going to be here where it says audience. Okay, so what we want to do here under audience is we want to select under locations wherever we want to generate leads from. Okay, if you're a local business, you're obviously not going to want leads from everywhere in the United States, so adjust this accordingly to your area of town, your city, your state, your zip code, wherever you want. If you are generating leads for like a product or something like that, then select the countries or select the areas that you want. For example, me, I'm just going to say as this example that I want to generate something for baseball. Let's say that I've got a baseball related product that I want to sell, or a service that I'm offering to people. I'm going to go ahead and just choose everyone in the United States, and then I'm going to select my age range. Obviously, you know your demographic. This is where you will adjust things for your ideal target audience here. For me, in this example, I'm going to choose 30 to 65, and then I'm going to just leave it at all genders. Next thing that you're going to want to do is on detailed targeting. When you see this option that says advanced targeting, go ahead and uncheck this and just kind of choose your detailed targeting here. In this example, I'm going to be looking for something that's baseball related, so I'm just going to type in baseball and leave it alone. Okay. Next thing that you're gonna want to do is come here to advanced placements. You're gonna go ahead and check the placements that you want to set up. For me, I have a specific placement option that I really like. I go ahead and I kind of figure out the ones that work the best for me, and I just kind of select them right there. So just go ahead and select the placements that you want to run your ads on in this section, and that's all for this section here. The next step is going to be creating your ad, and this is going to be the actual lead magnet that you're going to deliver for people in order for them to opt in. Okay, so again, we're going to start from the very beginning here on the ad name. Just go ahead and name this something that actually makes sense to you. So for me, let's say it's something baseball related. I'm just going to choose baseball and move forward. I want to make sure that I go down here to this ad set level, ad set setup level here. And you're going to get the option to choose the creative, a single image or a video or a carousel. Okay, I typically set this up single image or video. I very rarely use carousel for lead magnets. So what I'm going to do is click on Add Creative. I'm going to click on Add Media. Click on the button that says Add Media, and this is going to open your media library for that page. Now, if you do not have a library or an image that you've already kind of upload it here, you want to go ahead and create that for yourself and upload it to the media library. In order to do that, just click on upload, and it's going to open up your computer, and you're able to pick from all the preloaded images or the saved images that you have already got down here. So I'm actually going to upload an image that I want. So I'm going to click upload here, and I'm going to choose this one that says practice drills, and I'm going to open it and upload that to my ad. This is the image that I'm going to select in order to run my ads to. So I'm going to leave it alone, check like it is here. Notice that I'm running different placements. You want to adjust this accordingly, right? So you want this to fit wherever you want it to fit. Click done, and it's going to show up right here in this section there. Right. The next step that you're going to want to do is actually create your primary text in here to entice people to download your lead magnet. So I went ahead and copied my text in here, and for this example, I'm just going to be giving away some practice drills for baseball, and I'm going to have as my primary text just exactly what I'm giving away and why this is beneficial. So in my case, I put elevate your game with our top 10 practice drills, download them for free for a limited time. And then as my headline, I just put youth baseball practice drills, and it points to this little button, which is the call to action section here, which I'm going to change to download, because that way it matches my ad. I'm not really worried about the description, but you can put something in here, like you can put top 10, whatever you want in here, right? Baseball drills, that's what it will look like for me. That way it shows in different placements, but this is pretty much the ad that I've constructed here. Okay, things to remember is you want your creative to be good. You want an eye-catching an image with maybe a little bit of text overlay explaining to people what it is. I find that images that are not stock work best. So if you've got an image of a real use scenario of your product or your services, then use those, as your image. Be very direct with the copy. Don't kind of dance around it. You don't really need any long form copy for something like this. Just basically tell people what it is, what you've got, and if they want it to click, go ahead and get it, and then that's kind of it for the ad copy, right? Destination, this is super important here. We're going to be creating a form where people open up and then they give you their information in here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just click create form. You're going to go ahead and name this something that you want. I typically like higher volume for these kind of forms. As far as the intro goes, I just kind of, in the greeting, I'll go ahead and repeat something that's in the ad. So my headline will typically look something like this, just very direct. Download your free baseball practice drills today. And then in the paragraph section, I just include a little blurb that tells them like, hey, you know what you're gonna do here. Go ahead and give me your details, and I'll send this stuff to you. Okay. Now, before I move further and kind of show you how to set up the rest of the form, I do want to tell you that if you guys are looking for any resources, or if any of the resources that I mentioned to you in this video are something you're looking for, they're down in the description of this video. I also have a mini workshop that is all on creating a simple, profitable lead generation ad. So if you're a small business owner that's watching this and you want to know how to generate leads, how to generate at the very least an additional 10 leads a week, go ahead and check out the mini workshop that's in the description of this video. It walks you through targeting, it walks you through creating an offer, it walks you to setting up the entire machine and even the entire follow-up sequences so you can close more of those deals. Now, let me go back into this section here, okay? Next thing that we do for lead magnets is basically we ask questions. And this, you have to kind of figure out a little bit, what kind of questions, what kind of answers do you want? What kind of information do you want from these people to be on your list? Me personally, I always like to choose first name and last name, email, and maybe phone number. It really does depend. If I'm a local business, I'm choosing phone numbers as well because that's important to me. If I'm not a local business, then I'm not going to select it. So what I do here is I adjust my questions accordingly. I'll just kind of pick, email and full name here. I don't really need a phone number in this case. I may want to ask an additional question. Let's say this is baseball related stuff. I may want to ask, how long has your athlete been playing baseball or something like that, right? Or what positions does your athlete play, or whatever the case is, something that becomes a little bit more relevant. That way I have that information in my leads and I can market to these people later. Okay. Next thing that you're going to fill out is the private policy section. This is super important. Basically, link text is privacy, but you need to go to your website and you need to grab the private policy link and paste it in here. You cannot run an ad without a private policy link. So go ahead and grab that from your website if you've got one. Now, with regards to the private policy link, again, I always recommend that if you're doing any sort of online business or any business period, even if it's offline, in today's day and age, you kind of need to have a website. Even if you create one for free on Wix or Google or whatever, it's always a good thing to have a website. But in case you don't have one and you're just looking to kind of grow a list, you can also go to this tool called Free Private Policy Generator, and I'll link to all this stuff in the description, by the way. You can go through the process of creating a private policy in here, and then it's going to give you a link, and you can come back in here and paste that link in here. Okay, you cannot run this ad without a private policy link. Okay? The next thing that I'm going to do is actually the completion stage. This is like the thank you page. Okay, what I like to do here is I like to write a little headline letting people know what's going on. Okay, thanks. We've emailed you the drills, right? Something like that. And then in here you can kind of write a little blurb or something like that saying, hey, go ahead and please make sure you check your email. Also check your spam folder, because stuff happens and it may be possible that this gets sent to spam, so go ahead and check on that. And one last thing you can do here is actually send these people somewhere else or give them a call to action. Now, typically you would say, well, if I'm in this section, I want people to go ahead and just kind of go to my lead magnet and download it. But you cannot do that with Facebook, okay? They tell you right here that if you want them to download something, okay, you have to add a link that actually goes to that a landing page. You cannot have a link that directly goes to a PDF file, a JPEG file, an image, or something that's downloaded. Basically, you have to send people to a link, like on a website, for example, and then on that website you can have your downloaded button that people can click, on that as well. Okay, so you can pick one of these. Typically, what I do is if I'm running, let's say in this case, baseball drill stuff, I would click visit website, and I would select call to action, and I would say baseball stuff, and I would actually send them over to like my website to maybe purchase more drills or to learn more about other drills. Okay, the other thing you could do here is something that I kind of like doing is I send them to one of my YouTube videos. So if I have a YouTube video on maybe how to run good baseball drills, I can always add this in the website section, add the link to YouTube, and then put here in the call to action, view more baseball drills here for free, and then that goes to my YouTube video, and they're kind of capturing subscribers as well. Okay, once you've got all this set up, you're going to go ahead and click on publish, and this is actually going to be saved in here like this, and you're ready to go. The final step is to go ahead and publish this ad. It's going to go up to Facebook for review, and your ad should start to run as soon as they review it, making sure that they just want to make sure you didn't break any private policy rules or any policy advertising policies, period. Okay, now the last and final step is actually delivering the lead magnet. These people are going to sign into this form. You're going to capture their name, their email number, their emails, and whatever else information you've got. But how do you deliver that? And I'm going to show you what we do in this step here. So typically you can connect these ads with any sort of email client like ActiveCampaign or MailChimp or Constant Contact or even a few of the other ones out there. I personally like to use High Level, and there's actually a link in the description of this video, and I'm going to show you how we actually get that set up. So basically what you're looking at here is a tool called High Level, and what we do is we connect this to Facebook, and this tool pretty much allows me to do not only all my email marketing but also all my text message marketing. It allows me to get away from all these integrated tools. It allows me to create landing pages. I run my entire operation, my entire business off of this page because it's really designed for small businesses to be able to get more leads, close more deals, and kind of do all the scheduling in one. So what we do here is once we connect this to Facebook, and the integration is pretty straightforward. You click a couple buttons, it connects to your Facebook page, and you're good to go. Basically, we set up a workflow where we can connect our ad and deliver our lead magnet. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So let's say this one here is the baseball lead one that I've got. So I'm going to create a new workflow, and under triggers, I'm going to choose a trigger here, and I'm going to tell the system that I want all the leads that come from Facebook from a specific form, okay, the one that you created. I want that to be the trigger, basically the first domino in the step. From there, once I do that, I want people to be tagged on my email list as a lead, and then I want this email to go out to them. Hey, thanks for downloading the baseball drills practice guide. Click here and I will link to the PDF or whatever I want it. To view it, talk soon, Armando, and I would save that action. And then I could even wait another day, and I can continue down the path in here. I can send a third email a day later, maybe even a voicemail drop, maybe market to them with a video, and then eventually sell them my services. It could be t-shirts, it could be batting lessons, coaching lessons, fielding lessons. It could be promotions to whatever you want them to be, all inside of here. Okay. Once I do this, I click save, and everything is good to go. And from this point on, you're actually going to see leads come through the system. They're going to show up in your contact section in here, and they're going to be tagged exactly when you chose for them to be tagged as your lead magnet. So this is the entire system. Again, I've linked to Go High Level in here. There's a free trial. You can get it for 30 days. Free trial, I believe, either 14 or 30 days. I can't remember, but it's all in there. I've also included, if you're a local business and you go ahead and grab High Level, I include my automation sequence for local businesses, which is basically a local business workflow that kind of walks you through how to convert and close leads that come in through these lead ads, all the way from sending the first email to the notification of the text messages to the follow-up sequence, all the way to even booking on your calendar if that's something you're interested in. So go ahead and check out the resources. If this video was helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.